very well today. My name is Mr. Agent. What's your name?
I'm Mrs. Strikes.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Strikes. Wow, you have a lovely place here.
Thank you. Put a lot of effort in it.
It looks like it, and it's very well maintained.
I'm very nervous about selling the house.
Oh,
I've
really?
never done anything like this before.
Well, look, there's nothing to worry about. Many people have been in your shoes before. I've got some questions I'd like to ask you, and just so I can get a better understanding of what it is that you're looking for when selling the house.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to go sit down?
Of course.
Great, where can we go?
Over in the dining room with the gate.
No worries, let's go. Mrs. Strike, what's the motivation for you wanting to sell your home?
Well, the house is just too big for me, and I want to get an apartment down at the beach.
Oh, that's fantastic. And do you have a particular time frame in which you would like to sell?
Well, I'm in no rush. I just want to get down to the beach as soon as possible and enjoy my time.
I understand that. Well, look, the process for selling the house is really straightforward, and we will walk you through step by step all the way through. So all you need to do is just let us know when you're happy to pull the trigger, and we'll make everything happen at the back end.
Thank you.
Have you done any renovations to your property recently?
Yes. Someone built a carport, that's right, in our backyard.
Okay, excellent, no worries. And was it council approved?
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah, lovely. That makes it a lot easier. Gets a little bit difficult, you know, when things aren't council approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Mrs. Strike, do you have any concerns or questions at this point in time that you'd like to ask?
Well, actually, I have one. The open homes. Do you know how long they go for?
Look, the open homes go for around about 30 minutes. We ask the owners to give us around about 40 minutes. So just in case there's any people that, you know, come a bit late or have a few more questions that they'd like answered.
Yeah. Do you know how many days this will go over?
Yes, so we normally do 2 to 3 open homes. We do that because we believe it generates the right amount of interest in the property, which ultimately is what you want. The more people you get through, the more interest and the more possible competition that you get for your property, which is going to get you closer to the price that you want or even more. Do you know if you have safety switches installed in your switchboard?
Yes, I do.
You do? Excellent. And what about the fire alarm system? Is that up to date? Have you had that done in the last year or two?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. That's going to be good. All right. We'll still have to get an electrician out just to do a compliance certificate. That just says, yes, it is up to date. It's one of the conditions that we have to put on for the sale of the property.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to make the house look better?
I would say just the front of the yard. It would be good if we could get in there and mow it, trim the trees.
Yeah.
The same with the backyard. If we can do that, then it's going to make the place feel quite good and quite big.
Yeah.
And you know the walls where you've got like a nice purple colour? If we could change that and just repaint that, that's probably going to make it look a lot more neutral colours.
Yeah, just like a white paint?
Yeah. And just a general clean up around the house. We do have the ability to get staging people in. They will come in and put all lovely brand new furniture in, and they will decorate the place. It can make it look quite fantastic, which will entice the buyers to sort of see and imagine what the place could look like if they were to buy it.
How are you going to sell the place? Are you going to do like auctions or a different way? What do you recommend?
That's a really good question, Mrs. Strike. So there are actually 3 ways we can sell the property. 2 of you've mentioned. One is an auction, and that is quite good to do. That's one of the options that we recommend, where we have the place open for about 4 weeks. Get as many people in, create a lovely amount of competition, and then we can go through and have everyone lock up for the day. And it goes to the highest bidder, also depending on the reserve price that you set us.
Of course.
Then there is the other option, which is called a private treaty. Private treaty is where we actually list a price for the property, and then we do a number of open homes, and at any point in time someone can put in an actual offer. If it gets close to what you would like or it's above what you would like, then we can do negotiations to try and meet the middle ground around that. The third option is a tender, where we get the bidders or the buyers to put in a price. We don't tell them what the other price is from the other bidders. We just get everyone to put in a price, and that has to happen by a certain time frame. At that point, we'll bring all of those offers to you, and if any of them are suitable for you, then you can choose them. If not, then we'll continue that process for a number of rounds, and hopefully we can get you the price that you would like. But for us, we're probably going to recommend that you go with an auction. They're quite good in the market at the moment, and the sale rate is quite high.
What sort of advertising do we do?
That's a great question as well, Mrs. Strike. So there are two main websites that we use. That is realestate.com, you're probably aware of it. And there's also another one, Domain. Domain is really good for interstate, so we can attract some New South Wales buyers, potentially. But realestate.com.au is our main one that we use.
Yeah.
You'll have to get some professional photos. We do recommend professional photos because they make the place look a lot better. Then we also will recommend a floor plan. It gives the buyer a good understanding as to where the house is positioned and the layout and the size of the rooms. Those things that they're interested in.
Yeah.
We do also prepare some professional brochures, and we'll have them during the open homes so that people can take away the information the key information that they need for the property.
Yeah.
And then at Norm, we put a for sale sign out at the front. That's really good for just any passerbyers that weren't aware that the house is up for sale. It can also create some interest. We put our number on there so that they can contact us. And we also do social media. So we'll create some ads and we'll put them on social media so that that also expands the audience in which we can try and attract those potential buyers for you. So thank you for showing me around your house. Let's get in and have a look around.
Okay.
So your place is really neat. I love the cornices that you have in the house, and all of the fixtures look nice and new. That's going to be really good for the buyers.
Yeah.
So this is your bathroom.
Yes.
This looks quite good. It's a nice fresh, and the bathroom looks clean, so that's really nice.
Yeah.
This bedroom is nice and neat. I think you've done a really good job with styling this.
Thank you.
Again, it looks like that there's the unique cornices throughout the whole house. Is that the case?
Yes.
I take it this is bedroom number 2.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Again, styled really nicely. I don't think there's too much we need to do. The buyers are going to be really impressed with this. Nice job.
Thank you.
So this is the kitchen. For the sale of the property, I would recommend that we get in and put the dishes away.
Yeah.
Just creating a nice clean space allows for people to get a sense of feeling that the space is rather big. Are you going to be leaving the fridge behind?
Yes, I am.
Excellent, no worries. Well look, we'll have to add that to the chattel section to say that that's going to be left behind.
Yeah.
Let's go look outside.
Okay.
So this is your patio area. This is a rather large space.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. I see you've got a trampoline here. Is this going to be left behind, or will you be taking that with you?
This is going to be left behind as well.
Okay, well we'll add that to the contract as well, just so people are aware that that's part of the conditions of sale.
Okay.
Good evening, Mrs. Strike.
This is Ron from Best Realty. I'm giving you a call to tell you about the inspection that we had with the Barringtons earlier today. Shortly, I'll be providing you an inspection report that you can review later on. The inspection with the Barringtons went very well. They thought your place was very lovely. The quality of the house and the neatness of the house presented very well. And they especially liked the front of the house with the 2 ceramic pots and the little pine trees. They thought it added great street appeal. Probably just, I would say 2 things that we need to be mindful of is the other houses that we looked at were very competitively priced and had similar features. So I think the price point might be something of conversation that we may just need to pay attention to. But otherwise, they thought that your house was absolutely fantastic. I thought the Barringtons were very keen on your property. They really did like the closeness of your property with respect to the schools. So I think it's quite likely that the Barringtons are going to put in an expression of interest, and I think it's the only thing that's probably going to be of interest here is the concern for the price. So I think maybe if you guys would like to think if the price is going to be of topic, that maybe there's some other ways we could possibly sweeten the deal. And the Barringtons are in a position to be able to settle quickly. They only really need to apply for a very small loan, as they have already sold their investment property. But otherwise, I think that yes, I think this is a really good situation for you guys, and I think we're definitely in a positive situation where it looks like it's likely that you guys will be able to sell your property pretty quickly as well. I'll send you that report pretty shortly.
What are the fees for listing my home and selling my home?
That's a great question. So for listing your home, it's generally between $3,000 to $5,000, and in that listing, in that package, that gives you advertising for realestate.com.au, domain.com.au, and we also have a list of selections that you can go through. So what we recommend is that you get a floor plan, get some drone photos, and then also get some professional photography for the rest of the property. So, but you get to choose what you would like, and so we'll make a recommendation, and then you get to ultimately choose. So what needs to happen is that total fee will need to be paid in advance, and then once that's paid in advance, we can then go ahead and do the listing.
Okay.
The price for selling your property is 1.99%. Now this is inclusive of GST. So that is when the contract is signed, then that fee is payable. So I need to let you know that there is no conflict of interest for selling the property. A conflict of interest is anywhere where someone I know or I may benefit from the sale of this property, and there is no conflict of interest.
Well, what happens with my personal information that you collect?
Great question. So we have what's called a CRM database, and that is for all of us salespersons to be able to log in. It's all secure login, so that no one without the passwords can log in and access your information. Only certain people can access your information within the company. It's very limited and controlled. Our data is actually stored on secure servers, and so no one else can have access to that data. So your data is protected in accordance with the rules and regulations that we need to abide by. Now, moving on to the communication plan. So when we do an inspection, we will call you after that inspection to let you know how the inspection went and what interest was recorded in the property. We'll also issue you a weekly report, and that report will give you the statistics that you get from the websites, saying how many people have either saved your property for interest, and it'll also give you a list of the number of people that we've attempted to call, the people that we've contacted, so you'll have a complete report of the effort that we've put into to try and find you a buyer, but also the interest that you're getting from the website. So we can email that report to you if you would like. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay, no worries. We'll also be emailing you the open times. We'll do that at the start of the week. And if any of those times don't suit you, then please just let us know. But what we will do is once that email's been sent, a few hours later, maybe at the end of the day, I'll be giving you a call anyway to find out, to make sure that you've received the email, and just to double check with you that the times for the open home inspections suit you. So the listing fee is around about $5,000. That gets you advertised on domain and real estate websites. And then there is a package here where you can go through and select the items that suit your budget. And but we do recommend that you get a floor plan put together, some professional photography. There is also the cost of signage and flyers, those sorts of things that help people when they come through the house. They can take them when they leave. Then there is the price, the commission fee for selling the property, and that is 1.99% including GST.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, look, I'm happy to list my property with you.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you. Well, look, before we go through the process of listing the property with me, I have a Form 6 here that we need to complete. If you could have a look at that and see if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Could you please explain to me what Part 3 is?
Sure. Part 3 is about detailing the particulars of your property. So it's not just your address that we will put. We'll also put things like your lot number, information that we get from at the title search. So it's a little bit more information about your property other than just your address.
Okay.
It'll also have your name and details.
Explain to me what Part 4 is.
Yeah, sure. Part 4 is about the terms in which you employ us to sell your property. So our standard is 90 days, but you are more than free to suggest any other days that suit you.
Okay. Could you please explain to me what Part 6 is?
Part 6 is the difference between open listing versus an exclusive agent. So an open listing allows you to go to many agents and advertise and work with them to advertise the property. We don't recommend that, mostly because it can create confusion if there are multiple properties listed with agents, but you're well within your rights to do this. It's important that we talk about some of the negatives associated doing that.
Yeah.
What we recommend is exclusive agent. This gives us, means that we are the exclusive agent for selling your property. No other agents can jump on the market and try and sell your property. They have the ability to come to us if they have a buyer, but it just means that we are the exclusive agent.
Okay. Please explain to me what Part 7 is.
Absolutely. Part 7 is about the commission that we get for selling your property. So this is, as I've mentioned before, this is 1.99%, and this is payable once a contract has been signed and settlement has been completed.
Okay. Part 8, please.
Part 8 authorises us to secure the fees for your marketing. So we will pay for everything that is required. We'll put a total fee in there, and that is you authorising us to go ahead with the advertising that's required. So, any other questions?
No.
Part 8 authorises us to secure the fees for the marketing, and all of the advertising. So that's the things like creating the brochure, advertising you on the real estate sites, any professional photos that you'd like to have to showcase your property. So we'll also provide you our bank account details for our trust account. And once you put the deposit, or once you put the money into that bank account, then we can get moving with the advertising for you. So what we'll do is we'll forward you a copy from here, where we need to complete part 9, sign it and return back to us. And then we'll also send you a communication plan. So if there's no other questions, what I'll do from here is I'll forward you a copy, and you'll need to sign part 9. You do that, once that's all completed, we will then be able to move forward. And once I do that, then I'll also forward you a communication plan, as we've discussed.
Sounds great.
Excellent. Now what we're also going to do is forward you a seller's communication plan. That's going to outline everything that we're going to do as far as contacting you. How many times per week we'll contact you, when we contact you, especially things like before and after inspections, and also it'll tell you when we're going to give you a report and what the report is going to contain.